Yeah, away we go on the Friday edition, Mr. Relevant. I'm Alex Strouf with you from the Gruber offices. One call, that's all studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. We'll talk Panthers, Packers. We will talk Jordan Love expectations. We will talk NFL trade deadline and everything week 9 in the NFL. DiMaggio is here. Will Sommers is here on this Friday ahead of Packers, Panthers coming up at Lambeau Field on Sunday at noon. Do you believe in the concept of the trap game, Joshy? The concept of trap game?
Yeah, there wouldn't be a phrase for it if it wasn't a common occurrence in sports. Not everybody falls victim to a trap game, but there certainly are times throughout history and throughout football specifically where you can look and say, well, that team just lost to a far inferior team, and look on either side of that game, there was probably an issue or a big team or a big moment awaiting them. So, yeah, I believe in it. I think it's on the job of probably the head coach and the leaders on the team to not fall prey to that. But, I mean, Northwestern at 11 a.m. on a Saturday in that crappy stadium they used to have and the one they're playing in now, that was an all-time go lose to a team that you should beat by 20-plus points.
It's fair.
It's like that in Utah at night.
Yeah.
Like no one can win in
Yeah.
I forget, Salt Lake City at night.
Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, it certainly happens. Like, Northwestern isn't a program anyone should be typically worrying about. They've had their few moments, but you're playing in a place no one wants to be.
Sure.
The weather's crappy. There's not a lot of people there. It's a trap.
James chimes in. Okay, I let it go last time skipping the Bucks, but really no Bucks talk today. Why don't you stay posted, James? We'll get to the Bucks. That's what we missed this for. We're going to get to the Bucks. Pink Bunny Man, he calls me. Kind of like Pink Pony Club. So do you view this Sunday game as a trap game setup for the Packers against the 4-4 Carolina Panthers, who I think their record is better than even, and I knew the record, but obviously than I anticipated, because I don't think they're a very good football team. I think they have some decent wins, and they had, obviously some nice stretches earlier in this season, but they got boat raced last week by Buffalo. And they've had some other bad losses, but I think their wins are like the Jets, the Steelers. They have just some like ugly, not very good wins. They're 11th in overall defense in terms of yards per game. They're one of the better passing defenses that the Packers have seen since their bye week. They're one of the better rush defenses they've seen all season. So they have some good parts about them, but they're not a very good team overall, which is why it leads me to think, okay, does this game have some trappy tendencies, given that the Packers have back-to-back home games coming up, starting with Carolina? Obviously, there's a pretty big one at Lambeau Field next Monday night against the Philadelphia Eagles that you could be theoretically looking ahead to. So sure, does it have the makeup of a trap game? Yes, but are the Packers, despite being in first place in the NFC, at a point where they are capable of having a trap game, especially after losing to Cleveland earlier in the season? That's where I get tied up in calling this thing a trap game, even adjacent.
Well, here's the thing. There was a big game, again, as much as Matt LaFleur tried to downplay it, it was a big game against the Steelers. Even though the team's not that good, it was against a future Hall of Famer, a player who used to play there. So you got up for that game, even though as much as Matt LaFleur tried to downplay it. If you saw the guys on the field, they certainly seemed like they were playing in a big game. It was on Sunday Night Football. What makes the Panthers specifically a team that you could fall victim to, even though you're much better than, is their ability to run the ball. And if you can't get them off the field and they keep running it down your throat, you are going to have a very tough day. The good case to be made for the Packers is their wake-up calls came against the Browns, in which they lost, and the Cowboys, in which they tied. So there shouldn't be much need of, hey, let's not get too full of ourselves, because they've already been smacked across the face 2 separate times. So I don't think they're going to fall victim to it, but if you get to a spot where, well, I mean, it's Bryce Young and the Panthers, it's at home, like that's where that stuff will happen. I don't think they will. If the game's closer than we expect and it's still a game deep into the third or early in the fourth quarter, I wouldn't be totally shocked.
I agree with that, but I mean, there's a lot of terms thrown around, and I mentioned it, I think, on Wednesday's show. I don't love the word identity when it comes to sports teams. I think it's a real thing, And I think teams can have their internal identity, but I guess when it comes to playing a football game, things can go awry very fast. That's just the world of which the NFL is. Another thing I've heard a lot about when it comes to the Packers, which in theory I guess is true, is they've, quote unquote, played down to competition this year. They've played down to their opponent, which, sure, right? Losing to Cleveland is certainly playing down to a team that you shouldn't lose to.
Playing worse than your competition, actually.
In fact, that's a good point by you. Did they play down to the likes of Cincinnati, which was only a 9-point win?
I think they did.
Sure. So I think these things are true, but also sometimes you just play flat. Sometimes you just play like crap, and I think that's also what happened in those games. I don't know that it was necessarily playing down to the level of a team. I think it was just they didn't play well. It's as simple as that in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're trying to parse very fine differences of opinions. I think the fact is the Packers are more talented and have shown the ability to beat some of the best teams in the NFL. But on certain days, they just decide they're not going to do that. If the loss to the Browns would have been, say, to the Lions instead, you wouldn't say, oh, they're playing down to their competition. They just got beat by a good team. The fact is, their best games this year have come against the best teams. And that's what makes them playing down to their competition. And a half of, hey, let's effing go here. And that second half wasn't even competitive.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, they looked really good.
I think this week could be a week where they play the complete game finally. I mean, your work is cut out for you. You know Rico Dowdle's going to be the featured back. They're going to try to run the ball. You know that's what you're going to have to stop because their offensive line has been nothing short of atrocious, the Carolina Panthers, that is, and they're riddled with injuries. So as long as you can stop the run and let your pass rush get home, I don't worry about anything really offensively. That's really the only thing is stopping the run. Your work's cut out for you.
This is the team that if you get out to an early lead or a 2-score lead on them, they're going to have a really hard time getting back.
Because they're going to have to throw the ball.
And Bryce Young is not very good.
Yeah, they need their defense to keep them in this game.
Yeah.
Is ultimately what
But if
needs
they
to
get a
happen.
lead and they can grind the clock, that's how you get yourself into a bad situation.
And they might be able, and that might end up happening because like we talked about earlier this week, I think, looking at last year and comparing it to this year for Green Bay is I was so big on they need to get out to the fast start. They need to get out to the fast start last year because I wasn't sure, how this team was built defensively. I don't know how this team was able to, orchestrate comebacks or play from behind because they ran through so much of their offense a year ago through Josh Jacobs. Whereas this year, I think the game is finally in the hands of Jordan Love, which we've been asking for, but I think it's finally fully there now. And we are at a point where, okay, if they don't get out to a fast start, that's okay. Because you see what happened in Pittsburgh, the second half, purely, effectively domination against Pittsburgh. You have more confidence in them there. So that's where I feel good about that, and that's where I feel good about this on Sunday. It might not be the perfect game or the complete game that Will alludes to. I hope it is because that has been elusive to them now through 7 games. But even if it's not that, just get out of there with a win, and I think you're happy you're still on top of the NFC at 6-1-1.
What kind of start would you refer to it as the Bengals game, where they absolutely dominated them in the first half, but the score really didn't show it?
What was it, 7-0 or 10-0 at half?
10-0, but they were absolutely killing them in every statistical team category. Is that the fast start that you're looking for? Is that a lead where you are comfortable because you know that they're going to handle it?
Yeah, I think if you get a lead in this game, you're okay. If it's a 2-score lead, like it was 10-0 against Cincinnati, but never say never, I guess. But no, I would like to see, but I've been asking for this all season, is from 60 minutes to 0 minutes, dominate them. Put your foot on their freaking throat and win this game and dominate this game. I want it to look like it did on Monday night of Christmas last week against New Orleans. I think it was 34-0 at Lambeau. I want one of those. Right, I want Jordan Love slinging it early. I want Jacobs working early, and then hopefully fourth quarter it's the Malik Willis and Emmanuel Wilson show on offense. This is, to your point, Will, it feels like the next best opportunity for that complete game that LaFleur keeps asking for and that this team is looking for both offensively and defensively. But will it be that game? I'm not certain about that.
My message to Matt LaFleur is let your team do the complete game.
Yeah, let them.
Don't be the reason they don't have a complete game.
That's the biggest thing I'm interested to see is the play calling in the first half. I want to see if they just let it fly.
Put the ball in Jordan Love's hands.
Josh Jacobs is going to get the ball.
11 carries, at least.
In the first half, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
11, 12 carries.
Nice little fly route to Romeo Doubs with a guy absolutely in his hip pocket that falls to the ground.
What are you doing right now?
Just talking about the things that Matt LaFleur likes to do on offense.
Why?
This is what I recognize.
But shouldn't you be positive coming off of that win in Pittsburgh?
I think you can be as positive as you would like, but I also would have to ignore what else I saw in that game.
Do you think Matt LaFleur will hold this team back of what their potential is this season?
Yes, and I think he's done it multiple times.
Agreed.
I think it continues to be the bugaboo for the team.
So you do not believe they will win the Super Bowl this year because of nobody more than Matt LaFleur?
I don't think I'm saying that. I think Matt LaFleur can change and evolve and adjust.
But you haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen it.
Even last week.
No, I mean, in the second half, they finally decided to throw the ball against the worst passing defense in the NFL. The fact that wasn't part of the plan to the start, and you were so enthralled with getting Josh Jacobs carries of him not really doing anything, and then didn't really have plans. You still force feed the ball to Romeo Doubs for every first couple drives. That is just going to happen, and the team just needs to go away from that.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that in the second half against the Cardinals, too. You felt like they finally were loosening up Jordan Love, finding Tucker Kraft down the field, and then they just reverted back to that Romeo Doubs 5-yard out, Josh Jacobs run up the middle for 2 yards. So that's why I'm interested to see if they can actually carry that over and continue that momentum.
Yes. Josh Jacobs run, Josh Jacobs sweep, incomplete third down,
to the short
punt
side.
The ball.
3rd and 4, Josh Jacobs pitch to the short side of the field. Don't give him any space. Gets blown up.
You guys are
the Packers are like now
not
pretty
making me
much
happy on a Friday.
50.
Okay, but you saw them play in the second half. You know that they have them in them.
Right.
It's just whether or not Matt LaFleur is going to allow them to play
So
like that.
I guess my question is then, or do you just want Love slinging it early, Joshy?
Yes. I want them to be more aggressive.
Do you want them to involve Josh Jacobs at some point?
Yeah, I think
Heavily.
Josh Jacobs has to be involved.
Heavily featured?
I think he should be a secondary portion.
Here's this for an idea. How about you establish him in the second quarter after you've established the pass? That could also work.
So do the inverse of what they did all season.
You do not always
year.
have to establish the run first, contrary to popular belief.
Right.
Well, the popular belief would be Matt LaFleur's belief.
I don't know if he knows this, but
This being Matt LaFleur?
yes, 2 of your first 3 plays do not have to be run plays.
You can pass it on second down.
There is no rule.
What about first down?
It doesn't have to
This
be
should be the week they do the week 1 against the Vikings thing from a few years ago. Rodgers was still the quarterback. First play of the game, send Matthew Golden down one sideline, send Christian Watson down the other, and just let Love throw it 40 yards.
Even if he throws an interception, I don't care. Like, as long as they
Arm
are
punt on
making
first
an
down?
attempt. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Matt LaFleur would care. That'd be grinded
Yeah,
out.
it would be Josh Jacobs the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Jordan Love would throw 3 passes that game.
I just don't want to see him play it safe early. I want him to put them away.
I just want to get to the point where we are confident, and I am confident. I don't know that Matt LaFleur is confident, but I want us to get to the point where we are confident that, like Aaron Rodgers and like Brett Favre, Jordan Love is just going to be the reason you win football games. And I do feel that way. I think we are at the point now where we can trust Jordan Love to be the reason you win football games, not a guy you win with, a guy you win because of. And I'm not certain that Matt LaFleur, given his play calling throughout the course of this season through 7 games, is sold on the fact that Jordan Love is the reason you win football games. He might just be a guy you win football games with.
It was just 2 weeks ago that he tried to kick a field goal in the most obvious go-for-it situation. No.
Yes, and then Love did not say anything to my understanding, but he went to the sideline with a pissed-off look on his face.
Yes.
And LaFleur changed course, and they went for it, and it worked.
Yes.
Correct.
And we thought, hey, is this a turning point? He's going to trust him. And then first half happens again. You go, well, no, not really. No, he's not going to do that, I guess.
Yeah.
I think you put it nicely when you said you compared winning with him and winning because of him. It felt like in the second half against the Steelers, we won because of Jordan Love.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree.
And Tucker Kraft.
Who's very good at football. And frankly, I don't think we've done a good enough job. I don't know if anybody's done a good enough job, except on social media, talking about how great he is.
I've been comparing him to George Kittle since he was a rookie.
No, I know that, but I don't know that I've heard you do that this week.
I mean, I called him an all-pro.
He is an All-Pro right now. First or second team, I'm not sure which.
He's first
as of this point.
There's nobody better.
Tyler Warren?
No, hasn't been better.
I only say that because Indianapolis is...
Yeah.
Like right now they have...
Tyler Warren's been good. He's been targeted more. He has a little bit more in counting.
If the season ended today, though, Shane Steichen wins Coach of the Year.
Yes.
Daniel Jones is probably your MVP if the season ends today.
Definitely most improved player.
I don't think that's an award in the NFL.
Yes, it is.
Is
well,
it?
it's
No.
comeback.
Comeback
Player of the Year, yeah. Yeah, he probably wins that. You're right. Offensive Player of the Year in Jonathan Taylor. Offensive Rookie of the Year in Tyler Warren. Right?
Yes.
I think it's hard to compare Tyler Warren and Tucker Kraft because they're used very differently, too. Like, Tyler Warren is a lot more of a gadget tight end where he's running the ball on some occasions.
He's an H-back.
Yeah, essentially. He's a fullback that's super athletic.
Yeah.
Whereas Tucker Kraft is an offensive lineman that can also run routes.
He's a traditional tight end.
Yeah.
He's a Kraft yak and cheese.
He blocks and then he runs routes.
If Tucker Kraft retired today, we would put him above Jermichael Finley.
Yes.
We would put him above Bubba Franks.
Yes.
And how about Chewy?
No, because of the winning and the longevity of it.
Yeah. But he's the best tight end the Packers have had since Chewy.
Yes. Yes.
And obviously he's a better receiver than Chewy,
and
but different leagues.
Yeah, it's era dependent and
right. They're different leagues.
Chewy will happily admit to you that guy's a little more athletic than him.
Just a little bit.
Now Chewy probably, and as crazy as it sounds, Chewy was a better route runner, more precise, but that doesn't really matter for a guy like Tucker Kraft, who's just going to forearm shiver, stiff arm, hurdle, run through people, and create more yards. So they're different in that way. But in terms of like pure athleticism, Tucker Kraft is like, I mean, he's one of a handful of tight ends that are that athletic.
Yeah. I agree. Seth pushing back. He says above Finley. Finley was better, wasn't he? He just got injured. He was a really good tight end. And obviously the career-ending injury cut his career short.
Yeah, I mean.
But what Kraft has shown in such a small sample size is he is going to be elite. And I did say if he retired today, he'd probably be on about the same plane as Finley, I guess, because it'd be a shortened career. But Kraft is going to be. I mean, he's this team's number one pass catcher. We've talked about this now for 2 years. It feels like. Do they have a number one pass catcher? Do they have a number one pass catcher? The answer is yes. It's Tucker Kraft, and now we get to see more from Golden and more from obviously Christian Watson now that he's back in the fold. They're eventually going to get Jaden Reed back. Savion Williams, I believe is how you say that. I learned this week. Is that Savion?
He's Savion to me forever.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Bijan.
Yeah, it's one of those situations we got going on in Green Bay.
The most amount of yards Jermichael Finley ever had in a season was 767 and 8.
Well, that's more than Kraft, but he will definitely beat that this year.
Yes.
I mean, he might beat that by December.
He had 92 targets in that season.
Yeah, the Kraft will have a better season than that by December.
Yes.
Book it.
Well, I wouldn't be that confident.
Well, I think you have 5 games in November.
Matt LaFleur also gave him 2 targets like 2 weeks ago.
Yes, but
yeah,
don't be silly.
Yeah,
don't be silly. All right, real quick on Love, and then I want to move on to some of the things that Matt LaFleur had to say today, as well as quick on the trade deadline again, like we did on Wednesday. We're entering effectively the second half of the season. It's November tomorrow. Bless you. It's November tomorrow. You got 2 months left effectively of football. This Sunday's game is about the halfway point for the Packers with the early bye week. Love has been really good to great all season long. A couple of crucial mistakes, but every quarterback makes those. It seems like those have gone away, at least since the Dallas game. I'm anticipating Jordan Love to be a legitimate contender in the MVP conversation to the point of where he's maybe even a finalist. I don't expect him to win, but I expect this team to keep winning, and I expect him to be a reason they win at least 1 or 2 more games this season as we get into the second half of the season. Just continue to fling it. Hopefully Matt LaFleur continues to trust him like he did in the second half against Pittsburgh. And I think this guy's legitimately in the MVP conversation. That's what I expect the remainder of the season as we enter the month of November on Sunday with that game against the Panthers. Fair expectations?
I think it's fair to expect that just because we've seen a guy be able to play that way. I think it hinges largely on all the primetime games they have remaining and the ones they might get flexed into. If you perform big on a bigger stage, your counting stats are going to be less important than, say, you go in and absolutely truck the Philadelphia Eagles. That's going to do a lot for your MVP case. You certainly need to be more of a presence in that game and not that you need to have 365 yards and multiple touchdowns, but you need to be a focal point of the offense, and you need to be sort of what the offense is running through. Mm-hmm. Josh Jacobs and the idea that the Packers rely on Josh Jacobs so much has been a detriment to Jordan Love to this point. Just because they think it's largely play calling, it's largely a dominant run game, and then Jordan Love is kind of just out there doing the don't make a mistake thing.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You all right over there?
Yeah,
making a lot of bodily noises.
Some sneezes.
You sick?
No, I don't think so.
Just little allergies going on?
Yeah, it happens.
Huh. Definitely does happen.
Will, you okay?
I'm great.
Good. Trade deadline is in 4 days.
Good counting.
Yeah, it's one of those days. I am over the rumors and the Packers potentially called about this guy. So they called about Denzel Ward from Cleveland on Twitter. I don't know how legitimate that report is, but I saw it. I agree they need a corner. I agree. And maybe they'll get one, or maybe they won't. Maybe Nate Hobbs will clean up his act. Maybe Carrington Valentine will continue to play well, and maybe Keyshawn Nixon recovers from a bad game in Pittsburgh. All maybes. But there is one thing about with the trade deadline coming up and with us talking about cornerback that I would like to address. I just want us all to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe, the Packers know what the hell they're doing. And maybe, just maybe, they know when to move on from guys. With the Ravens and the Dolphins playing last night on Thursday Night Football, and cornerback Jair Alexander again being a healthy scratch for the Baltimore Ravens, I think maybe those of you or those of us who said, maybe I don't want them to move on from Jair Alexander, which I don't think was any of us, but there are people that said that. Maybe pat on the back to Goody. Maybe hand up. The Packers might know more than me when it comes to that position. I understand.
Weren't you all for him coming back? Wasn't that your thing?
I on a lower deal. Yeah, I was okay. Yeah. I was open to it. I don't think I advocated for it because it seemed like it stretched on so long that, okay, if they're able to restructure the contract and it's like a no harm, no foul swing, then sure. But I anticipated this.
A debate and then people being very anti, look who we've got. Well, what you have is guys who've been on the field thus far.
Correct. And Jair hasn't been, but I also think it's more of a choice.
Well, I believe this was his first healthy inactive.
Second in a row. He was healthy scratch on Sunday as well.
Oh, really? I thought that was an injury-related one. Yeah, I mean, Goody said plainly when they said, well, would you consider bringing him back on a lower deal and just hopes he could get healthy? And he said, well, we've tried that the past couple years.
Minus the lower deal, but yes.
And I think all of us who were saying things like, I don't believe he's as injured as he says he is, and it's weird that he dropped out after 10 plays in Chicago, and it seems like there's something else going on besides just his health. I think we have some good evidence now.
Yeah.
Like he's a football player. He certainly is dealing with injuries. He always is. But the Ravens have decided we'd rather not have you at all, which is
problematic.
Very problematic.
So yeah, I get the angst and maybe the anxiety toward the Packers' current cornerback situation. I do get it. I hear you. But keep in mind, the Packers did make the right decision when it came to Jair Alexander, and they do know when to move on from players. They have been historically very good at that. Micah Hyde's like the one guy, and maybe a little bit of Casey Hayward.
Those are really the only two guys we can say for sure were misses.
Where they moved on from them too early, and they went on to have good second acts.
Those were bad evals.
But otherwise, like if you think about the guys we were upset about, Devontae Adams still has it, and maybe he'll do some good things in Los Angeles, but he wanted out. and they obliged, and then he went to Las Vegas, and it was bad, and then he forced his way to the Jets, and it was bad. And now he's having a little bit of a resurgence with a good quarterback in Matthew Stafford out in L.A., but that's what he wanted. He didn't want to be here anyway. I would say when you look at guys like Jordy Nelson, didn't really work out too well for him. When you look at guys who they've moved on from, it's been the right choice. Josh Myers, for example, is this year's example. And obviously Jair.
From 2 years ago.
John Runyon from 2 years ago. Plenty of linemen in the history where they've moved on too early. Or people claim they moved on too early, and it was the right move.
I can already predict the next one. How are we going to let Jordan Morgan start at left tackle and let Rasheed Walker, he's been a guard, and then you know what's going to happen? Rasheed Walker is going to get like a secondary level starter money from the rest of the NFL. Jordan Morgan's going to go out there and be one of their better players on the offensive line.
I like that you're not out on Jordan Morgan. And obviously, I don't think anybody is to the level they maybe were in the offseason now that he's been playing more at right guard. But
I think they bungled the situation.
Yeah,
Green Bay Packers.
Agreed.
And the offensive line coach not knowing what he's doing, Dick Butkus.
Luke Butkus.
Luke Butkus. Asking a young guy who was injured most of last year to play every position besides center and really giving him no reason, and then having him play the best at left tackle, graded out of anybody in the preseason, and then telling him, hey, welcome back to right guard, actually no right tackle, actually left guard, actually right guard again.
Yep.
It's not.
They bungled the situation. It's a good line. And you're right, they did. But they've got their 5 now.
Yes.
Aaron Banks has been playing fine.
Isn't it crazy that we can, from the couch in front of our microphone, say, this probably isn't the best way to do this, and then they end up just agreeing with us, but not admitting that they were wrong to try what they did?
Well, they end up agreeing with us a month after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nate Hobbs. I was saying Carrington Valentine's better since, like, the moment Nate Hobbs touched the field.
Yeah, I'm actually really thrown off by the Nate Hobbs situation because he only played, 4 snaps last week?
Yes.
In Pittsburgh? And then he comes out and says he has, quote, elite focus, end quote.
Yeah.
On working his way back in the lineup, which, great. If he has elite focus.
I'm happy for him.
I'm happy for him. I don't know that I've ever had elite focus to anything in my life. That's probably something to do with the ADHD I suffer with.
Yes. That's a different problem.
Fair. Do you have elite focus? On anything?
I think I can.
Okay.
Do I think I am elite at it and putting me amongst the highest rung? No. I'm sitting in a room with you right now and Will on the other side. I don't know if anybody with elite focus skills would be doing that.
That's
no disrespect.
Fair point. But hold on a minute. I know the guy in the room that you just alluded to probably is going to claim he has the best elite focus. Will Sommers, do you have elite focus?
I'm always locked in. I mean, you guys know this. Stupid question. Next.
Sorry about that. Air horn. You don't have it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm like I basically.
Would you?
Somebody with elite focus would have anticipated air horn.
I basically live with the Limitless pill.
I actually love that movie. For a guy that doesn't watch a lot of movies, Limitless, one of my favorites. Have I ever told you what my favorite movie of all time is?
What? Oh, let me guess. Harry Potter.
I've never seen Harry Potter. I've seen the first one.
A couple weeks ago on Sunday Karma, Strouf referenced, we were talking about classic movies like Good Will Hunting, like great movies. He goes, yeah, like Harry Potter.
Okay, that's not the conversation we were having.
It went Godfather, Good Will Hunting, Harry Potter.
No, they were asking me what movies I had and hadn't seen before.
You referenced Harry Potter as being one of the best movies.
Just classic series. Classic series I haven't seen. It is a classic.
No, it is not.
Harry Potter absolutely is a classic.
If they started making movies in 2000s, it'd be a classic.
It's not a classic.
You got to go back to like the 80s, 90s. It was a great movie.
I think it's a classic.
There's a bunch of classics.
Never seen it. Okay, anyway, back to the question. Have I ever told you what my favorite movie is? Because I classically, if you've listened to me for years, you know I really don't watch movies. I watch sports. It's all I watch.
Draft Day?
Love that movie, but no, not my favorite. It's not a sports movie.
It's going to be like a rom-com or something.
It's not a rom-com. It's more of a, I guess I don't really know what category it falls into. It's not a documentary, but it's about real-life events based on a true story.
Forrest Gump?
No. Do like that movie, though. I have seen that one.
Definitely a true story.
Much newer than Forrest Gump, but probably about a decade plus old now. I've watched it.
So basically, our only hint is that it's a nonfiction movie that's not a documentary.
Yes.
All right, that narrows it down.
I don't know if you've realized it, but I've checked out.
The Social Network is my all-time favorite movie.
Okay, that is a good one. I'll give you that.
That is regarded as one of the best movies since like the year 2000.
Love that movie.
Not a classic, but a great movie.
Not a classic?
Not a classic.
No, not a classic.
Too new to be classic.
Yes, too new.
Enjoyable movie.
Jesse Eisenberg's,
Well done,
Jesse Eisenberg's in a new movie now. Now You See Me, Now You Don't 2 or something?
It's not new.
No, it's coming out like next week.
Now You See Me has been around for a while.
Well, it's a series. I
Okay.
understand that. But Jesse Eisenberg
Yes, the
is in
newest
it.
edition is coming out.
Yes. I like the guesses coming in on YouTube. Lance says The Blind Side.
That's not a bad guess.
Matthew says The Titanic. Never seen The Titanic. I have seen Blind Side. So, anyway, good derailment. Okay, let's get to Halloween because Matt LaFleur.
Was it good?
No. Matt LaFleur. In his press conference today, so Jason Wallers is the Packers head of PR. So he deals with the media and whatnot. And he fed our buddy Rob Demovsky, friend of show, a question to ask LaFleur about Halloween and how he feels about Halloween. And, well, this is how that went over.
Since you didn't know what hat you had on, do you not know what your Halloween costume's going to be?
It's Halloween, huh? Got a big discussion with this with my assistant Daryl. I was like, I don't give a if it's Halloween, all right? We're trying to win a game, period. Well done, Wallers.
So he says, well done, Wallers, because he figured out that was a Fed question. But I don't give a bleep if it's Halloween. Goes on to say, yeah, it's just a Friday in the NFL. That's what it is.
I weirdly agree with this take by Matt LaFleur. Halloween is definitely one of those holidays where if I fell asleep for 24 hours and missed the entire day, I wouldn't care.
Not missing a thing.
I actually agree, despite my get up today.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just think that when you talk about the NFL and the holidays that affect it, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, they obviously build into their schedules, hey, you should spend time with your family. Halloween, it's like,
well, you have kids.
If you guys want to trick or treat, those are usually at night. If you guys want to do something like this, but hey, guess what? We've got work to do. If I had my choices, we wouldn't celebrate it in this office at all.
Well, hold on. It is the one holiday we celebrate in this office.
Right, and I would remove it.
We don't celebrate Labor Day?
Neither you or Will was at the party last night.
Nope.
I was working.
Good for you.
I was doing anything else.
It was good. I didn't dress up though for the Halloween party.
Oh, thanks. I was really curious on whether or not you dressed up for the Halloween party.
You guys are my biggest haters today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the second time you've said that now.
I just not a Halloween guy. Never have been. Never will be. I did enjoy going trick or treating with my friends.
All right, time out. True or false? Just true or false. Either of you can answer this. True or false? There was an exchange via text message between the two of you talking bleep about me today. True or false?
True.
True.
Read it.
100%.
Read it right now.
I'll just give the context. So when I first saw you this morning, you were in a little bit earlier.
Poopy pants.
You seemed a little out of it. You seemed tired, maybe a bit grumpy.
I wasn't grumpy.
It just seemed that
I was
way.
just on
You
my
might have
first
just
cup of
been
coffee.
tired. Yeah, it happens. I'm not faulting you for that. But I just told Josh, I was like, we might get a grumpy Strouf on a Friday today. Like, that's rare. I've never seen that before.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden...
You're more subdued than normal,
Yes.
let's be honest.
I haven't had my soda yet, my afternoon soda yet.
He re-enters the office. I'm not going to address what he's wearing, but what he's currently wearing. And it was like...
A mood change.
Yeah, he drank the nectar of the gods. He was saying hello to every single person, staring them down, making sure that they saw his costume. He was circling the market manager, Greg Scalzo's office, looking at him while he was in a meeting, trying to get acknowledgement of his costume. It was a full 180.
Yeah.
So that was what the text exchange. I just said, Strouf's back.
That's not what you said.
You
said what?
You and Ben Brust have so much in common.
What'd you say?
Let me pull it up.
It wasn't Strouf's back.
I literally said, never mind, Strouf is back. He's wearing his Halloween costume, and everyone is asking him about it. It's his heaven.
That is
the word for word what I said.
That is no better way to describe the way you've been swaggering around here today. You should just, hey, if it's going to give better work out of you, which I don't know if it will because you probably were too busy hobnobbing and
I've actually accomplished a lot today. I've had a busy day.
Giving everybody the, huh?
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
I'm a silly, funny, goofy guy.
I am.
Look at me. I'm silly.
You being a Halloween hater makes sense. I'm surprised for Will, to be honest with you.
I'm not a Halloween hater. I just wouldn't rank it highly in my holidays.
And I wouldn't dress like that.
Are you? So I am aware of a
I do like
party.
Halloween though. Like, I think it's cool.
It's a Friday,
Fine.
so I am aware you are attending a party this evening.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a costume of some sort?
Yes.
Is it low effort?
Yes, but also it's creative and good at the same time. I've told Josh. I don't want to tell you. I want to keep it a surprise.
No, that's fine. I will see you there. I'm wearing this, so spoiler.
No.
I know. Gonna have to deal with this all night, man. Rob Domofsky, by the way, then ended the press conference, which made me think, I actually meant to text him, I forgot to. I imagine he's also not a Halloween guy, despite living in the burbs and likely passing out candy tonight. Here is how Rob Domofsky ended Matt LaFleur's press conference this evening.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, that's about it.
This guy's loved to josh around.
Love that from Rob. He definitely said that so it would get picked up on the mics.
Was it on KBN that Rob told the story about his kids like terrorizing?
Liked it.
Well, yeah, because they're kids, but you're still.
It's not like Diary of a Wimpy Kid when they have like water balloons and they're throwing them at the kids.
They're not chucking them at the kids.
You're still not doing what is customary.
But you're giving them candy.
Well, yeah, but you don't want Halloween to be repetitive, do you?
That is what Halloween is.
Yeah.
It is the most.
Oh, this is a good question from Matthew, actually. Can we get the NFL countdown music? All right. Matthew asks, how would you guys rank major holidays based on this conversation? Now, I don't want to rank like the Christmases, the Thanksgivings. I want to rank what we view as in Wisconsin as drinking holidays.
Okay, I got the first pick. It's done. 4th of July.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take New Year's Eve.
Amateur hour.
Yeah, I'm going to take Labor Day, too.
Labor Day is a good one.
Labor Day weekend, I would assume more so
Yeah.
than Labor Day.
Yeah.
So you're going back to work on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Joshy?
I need to think of what are my other options.
Is it snake draft? Do I get another one?
No, we're just going in a circle.
Seems unfair.
We can go snake draft. Go ahead. Get another
Memorial
one.
Day.
Didn't Josh already take that? No, he took
4th of July.
4th of July.
They're different.
All right, so you've got Labor Day and Memorial Day.
Those are like my two favorites. So just a 3-day
Oh,
weekend where you can go up to the lake.
I think
It's
the
my
next-
pick, buddy.
the
It's
next-
my pick, buddy.
I was the middle, wasn't I?
No, you were first.
Oh,
You took 4th of July.
oh, okay.
All right,
Crazy this
my
guy
pick.
doesn't know how a snake draft
Yeah,
works.
unbelievable. Fantasy football guru doesn't know snake draft. St. Patrick's Day, give it to me.
Yeah, Cinco.
That's a good one. That was a miss.
Cinco.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
You get another pick. I don't know how many are left.
Yeah, we're
Underrated, great one in the chat. I'll say it just because it might be the only one.
Blackout Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah.
The night before Thanksgiving.
I could make a case for this one. It's not the same type of drinking, but people definitely do get after it. A Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. Yeah,
That's
I'm with you on
probably that. There's definitely some liquored up people walking out.
Not to put her business on the street, but my girlfriend's birthday is the day after Valentine's Day, so we don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. It's usually that's our Blackout Wednesday to Thanksgiving.
Was there any significance for that story being told to us?
No, it means I just operate like it's any other day, you know? Have a few. I'll take Halloween. Go ahead, Will. Last pick. I don't know what's left.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any.
Let's see what I've got here.
I got New Year's Eve, St. Patrick's Day, and Halloween. I
got one.
suck.
National Tight Ends Day.
Yeah.
Did you get after it on Sunday?
Hypothetically, I would have liked to.
Oh, yeah, you were here, weren't you?
I was here all night.
Bad pick.
But National Tight
Blackout
Ends Day. Good
Wednesday goes
reason.
undrafted.
It's a
by
good
the way.
reason.
Blackout Wednesday went undrafted.
Well, I said it, but
It's not actually a holiday.
yeah.
I mean, it kind of is a drinking holiday.
I honestly think, being completely honest, St. Patrick's Day was the steal of the draft.
Yeah,
Thank you.
well,
Appreciate
That
that.
is
that was
is
the one I
a
wanted.
A couple misses are coming in from the chat. Lance says March Madness Thursday, which is a great pick.
Ooh, that is a great pick.
Well, if I was allowed to pick just any day, I could have came up with dozens.
I thought we were
Matthew
going
chimes in
calendar.
with Super Bowl Sunday. That's technically it. I mean, that's a holiday.
Yeah.
I would argue that one's not great.
Super Bowl Sunday's a good
No,
pick.
I got to work on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
It's like I got to do all this drinking for what?
For what?
To feel horrible and I have to work.
to
the
feel
next day.
horrible about my
Yeah.
football
I haven't
team.
drank for a Super Bowl since 2011.
Really?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. I got work in the morning. I've had work every time.
Yeah, but you haven't had a few casual beers?
Nah. What's the.
I don't buy that for a second.
Casual beers suck.
Yeah.
Casual beers do suck.
I'm never-
That's not true. That's not true.
I'm very rarely am I a casual cocktail to myself person.
Really? Wait, so you don't do Super Bowl parties?
No. Party on a Sunday night? Crazy.
You're a weird cat. Weird cat.
I take my profession very seriously.
I can tell.
Did you hear that, Craig?
You can probably tell how all of
that to
us are
Craig.
dressed.
Send
Who
that to
takes it
Craig.
more seriously?
Craig, just remember who dressed up for the holiday you asked us to dress up for. Just remember that. Send it to Craig now.
No, I almost, if I don't have the Monday off, I'm never drinking on that Sunday unless it's like a brunch and I'm going to be done by like 6 p.m.
I got to go one actually that we missed. Opening day.
Yes.
Sure. I
Good
took
one.
opening
I know
day
both
off
of you
this year.
guys
We're
were out for opening day.
Yeah, I've had libations on opening day.
It was my first opening day while living in Milwaukee this year. Whew. Got a little blurry. Just put it that way.
We did it perfect. We left the game a little bit early. We went out, had like a roundup. I was in bed by like 7
I was too.
and slept through, woke up, no hangover, was
Yep.
here in the morning, ready to go.
Yep. Same thing.
The thing is, and I've gotten better at it, not everyone in my house is as good at it as hey, we've done enough.
Yeah.
That's a challenge.
I'm getting better at that as I grow up more.
I've been good at it. It's just, if I'm having a good time and I say, hey, we should probably go, and Mussolini says, nah, and then that's where things get hairy, dicey for me.
The past couple of weekends, I've felt myself start to get older because it's like I'll be out and then
Here we go.
I'll get into bed and I'll look at my phone. It's 11 o'clock and I'm like, oh my gosh,
All
this
right.
is the best.
Are you by any chance referring to this past Saturday particularly?
Yes, Saturday. Went out, watched some college football. I was in bed by 11:30. It was phenomenal. I slept great.
I'm just out of curiosity. I'm just wondering, did anybody prior to you deciding to go home say, hey, I'm going home? Did anybody do that you happened to be with that day?
Yeah, and then I went and did something else because they're lame and go home super early.
He's referring to me.
Duh.
Thanks, Energizer Bunny.
I keep getting Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
That's what I thought the first time you showed us this. I did want to proceed through the entire show without acknowledging it because the subtle funniness of you trying to give like a serious take
Oh, I know.
while dressed ridiculously. But as we
Hold up. Props to me real quick. So as you guys know, I talk with my hands a lot. Now I've rolled up my sleeves. But at the beginning of the show, I had the mittens on, and I caught a glimpse of myself moving my hands. I look so ridiculously dumb.
yeah.
I look so dumb.
But the thing with you is subtlety isn't really your strength, so I knew it was going to be very difficult to avoid talking about your costume.
We've avoided outside of what I just said.
Yeah, and then I saw the Halloween topic and I said, "Oh, we're screwed."
We haven't really talked about it.
No,
Well said, Rob. Well said.
We haven't really talked about it. We've mentioned it like 4 separate times.
Week 9 in the NFL is coming up. Well, I guess it's already underway as the Dolphins lose to the Ravens on Thursday night, fire their general manager. Mike McDaniel will remain the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, at least through the end of the season, it sounds, is the plan down in Miami. I think they should hang on to him. Thoughts?
Why are you asking me a Mike McDaniel opinion? No, he doesn't deserve his job.
All right, that was
His
that.
team sucks.
And that's Dolphins talk.
He can't get his quarterback to play decent. His offense falls apart constantly.
Josh, I wasn't actually looking for a real opinion. I was
He's
just
a
kidding.
fraud, and I look forward to him wearing green and gold.
I do too.
It is funny how their GM mutually agreed to part ways the day after a loss. Basically, the chairman said, "You're fired," and he said, "I agree to being fired."
Yep. That's how that goes.
I don't think we're keeping Mike McDaniel necessarily means the same thing in a week from this Sunday.
Yeah, that's true. All right, week 9 picks. We need an update on the standings. We need to get Hunter's picks in. It is Packers-Panthers on Sunday. We'll pick that game straight up. And then everybody's got to pick an underdog they think will win. I think we're all going to look at the same one, though, so we need to address that before we get to picks.
Yeah, so we had a big turn in the standings last week because I believe each of us selected the same underdog, and then 2 of us picked the Packers, 2 of us picked the Steelers. So there's a little bit of movement. It's me and Strouf in first place, 8-7-1.
Wow.
Joshy and Hunter tied for last or second place at 7-8-1.
Oh, so this is all within a game.
Yeah. Like the
That's
combination
fun.
of what we picked last week made this so much closer because we overlapped a lot. So I think I got I forget who I picked. I think we all
You and Hunter picked the Packers.
We all lost our underdog, but me and Hunter won because we picked the Packers.
Yeah, me and Josh
and
picked
then you
the
guys
Steelers.
both went 0-2. So
Good for us, Joshy. All right, before we get to our picks, I want to address something. I think we should throw this out there. The Broncos are underdogs to the Texans.
I
think we should ban that pick this week.
I would have not have picked that one.
Joshua, were you going to pick that one?
I looked at it. No, that wasn't my plan.
Did Hunter pick that one?
He did not.
Okay, then maybe I'll just take it, but I think we should ban it anyway.
He picked the other chalk one, which was the Bills playing against the Chiefs.
I don't know if that's chalk though, because that's not what I'm picking.
It's chalky chalk.
Okay.
Chalk.
And he picked the Packers to beat the Panthers.
And he picked the Packers.
Okay, you will. Actually, no, you're not in last place. You're in first place. Josh, it's your turn to pick.
Yeah, it's your box, your tee box. Loser.
Whoa.
Yeah, loser. Dork.
Do we know?
You're not as good as us.
Is
He's up there.
Is Joe Flacco playing?
We don't know that yet.
That'd be a.
Are
Fun
you picking the Packers or the Panthers?
Don't do it.
Let's start there.
I mean, I picked the Packers, obviously.
Don't do this to me. I know what you're doing.
Do it.
I know what you're doing, and it's not funny.
I think you should do it.
It's really not.
I mean, I'm looking at all these games. I think the Colts should win. I mean, the Raiders are terrible. Saints don't have a prayer.
Yeah, there's some weird games this week. Packers are favored by 12.5, and they are not the biggest favorite in the league this week.
Don't do it.
No, I'm taking the Bengals.
Nice.
You did it. It's disrespectful.
Nice.
See what he did there too? He asked if their starting quarterback was playing, and then he knew that he knew that it was not announced yet whether or not he'd be playing, and still picked him. He did all that on purpose. He knew. That was all orchestrated by Josh.
And it worked.
Yeah.
It worked with T.
He played dumb.
Listen to yourself
He's
right
playing
now.
dumb.
Listen to you. It worked. You let it work. This is your fault.
I suckered you.
Well, Packers, Panthers.
I got the Packers, and I got a little bit of a wild one here. I'm going to go with the Falcons on the road against the Patriots. The Falcons.
I was looking at this.
The Falcons are one of the most polarizing teams in the NFL. They make no sense. They killed the Bills on Monday Night Football, and then they'll get blown out by the Dolphins. But I think it's basically like every other week they play just an unbelievable game, and they play up to their competition a lot too. So I'm going to take them on the road against the Patriots.
I mean, did they lose by 30 to Carolina earlier this year?
They've lost. They got killed by the Panthers and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
But then they also beat the Bills, which makes killed the Bills.
I've got 2 picks. Can I use the Broncos?
I mean, you were the one that was
You just
bringing.
banned
I was going to ban it because I thought everybody was going to pick it.
No, it's banned.
I thought the Bills were the chalk pick.
So Will thinks I can pick the Broncos, it sounds like.
I don't care. I think the Texans are going to win.
They don't have Surtain.
Okay, then I'll go bold. This is my bold pick.
Uh-oh.
We should just let him take the Broncos. He definitely didn't know that Surtain was out.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay.
But I don't
Sorry.
care. I don't think the Texans are very good. And I think the Broncos are good.
They're pretty good at home.
Yeah, the Texans are pretty good at home.
2-1 at home. 2-1 at home.
And they finally decided, hey, those young guys we drafted.
Xavier Hutchinson?
Jalen Noel and Jaden Higgins. They decided, hey, maybe we should play them over dead Christian Kirk.
Forgot he's in the league. I'm picking the Steelers over the Colts. Give me Aaron Rodgers this week.
Oh.
Is that in Pittsburgh?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it is. Sorry.
Yes.
Well,
it is.
Pitt also does not play a game there the night before, so in case you're wondering, the field
That
conditions
affects
will
the
be
field-
pristine.
Yeah, great. That's a pretty good use of the word pristine. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Michael Pittman might have 85 catches on that defense.
He might. But I'm just feeling some type of way about the Colts that it eventually needs to come crashing down.
I don't think the worst passing offense in all the NFL that can't stop anyone and is the most expensive but being the least productive I don't know if that's your spot.
I think the Colts are the best offense in the NFL right now.
Oh, they are the best offense in the NFL.
And you're
right now.
picking them
to lose
against the worst defense.
I told you it was a weird one.
Wait, no, I just wanted to talk that out. I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
If
I
the
just wanted-
Steelers win,
So your reasoning
Well,
is just because you love Aaron Rodgers?
if the Steelers
Say it.
win, though,
Say
Say
it.
it.
Say it.
before I say it, before I say it,
Go ahead.
you done?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Take it away, buddy boy.
The Steelers win. I'm gonna come back there. I get the
What are
Steelers.
you gonna do? Come back here and eat a carrot, rabbit?
Yeah, you rascal. You wascally wabbit.
All right, just to recap. Hunter.
Hunter's got the Bills as his underdog, and he picks the Packers. Josh?
I picked the Cincinnati
Hold
Bengals
on a
and the Green Bay
minute.
Packers.
Can we acknowledge how disrespectful that was?
Yeah, he
Well,
didn't
we're
wanna
just
say
going
it.
in order from bottom to top.
He didn't want to say it.
Yeah, we are.
He didn't want to say it.
All right, Josh, you have whom, sorry?
I have the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
Noted.
No,
Noted. I took the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons playing the Patriots.
that was the one I wanted to pick as well. But
It's so
then-
interesting.
I'd like the record to show I was going to go Packers-Broncos, but I'm going Packers-Steelers.
Again, no one's stopping you from
No.
doing that. Literally
No,
nobody.
Josh is.
No.
No.
So
You
I can't.
You
I
got
can't-
cold feet now.
We just told you it was a bad
Your
pick
hands
and
off
you
the
pivoted.
chess piece. You already took the
Yeah.
Steelers.
Hand is off the chess piece. Steelers it is. Those are our Week 9 NFL picks. Reminder, the loser of this spends wild card weekend at Will's apartment doing whatever Will wants. If Will loses, 3-course meal for all three
Is
of us.
it?
I don't know. What did we land on?
I think I have to go.
Oh, you're going to
I
Hunter's.
basically have to go to Costco
Wild card weekend at Hunter and Sarah's. Yeah.
and have the worst weekend ever.
He's gone from like being kind of nice about it
Yeah, no.
to just not being nice about it at all.
Well, you know Hunter's going to try to make it hard on me.
Yeah.
He's going to
Yes,
make
he
me
should.
like read a book with
Which
him
if
or
Hunter
something.
loses, you have to make it hard on him.
No, the best, and I don't even know if Hunter's into this, but like making you play Dungeons and Dragons or something.
I don't think Hunter's
Something
into that.
real nerdy. Watch Star Wars instead of.
He does have a Star Wars tattoo. That could be up his alley. Batman.
Imagine.
How about we stop giving him ideas?
Imagine there's just
Just
a
don't lose.
There's a barn burner of a game on Wild Card Weekend, and you've got the Rise of Anakin on the TV instead.
True.
I'm just going to bet all the unders. I'm going to hope it's the worst, all the worst games, the most boring games.
All right, it's time now for what we missed and what we learned, which is presented by Door County Distillery, locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in Door County. Whiskeys, vodkas, rums, gins, brandies, and all the in-betweens. They will elevate your Halloween party, your tailgate, whatever you got going on this weekend, or anything upcoming. They're available all over the state, Green Bay, Milwaukee, Madison, all the in-betweens. Check out their website, doorcountydistillery.com. Find the retailer nearest you, as well as a huge list of unique cocktail recipes. How about those Milwaukee Bucks? 4-1 to start the season. Hot start for Milwaukee, even without KPJ, without Giannis last night. And what do the Bucks do? Well, Ryan Rollins just outperformed Steph Curry in a win over the Warriors. Every aspect of the game, Rollins outperformed Curry. And what a story he is, what a story he has been, was on the two-way contract last year. Finally carved out a role within the team due to some injuries, was the starting point guard a couple times last year. This offseason, we don't really know what his story is. The Bucks end up signing him late in free agency, bring him back, and good thing they did because Kevin Porter Jr. gets injured in the season opener. Rollins, back-to-back games with career high in points. 32 last night, shot the freaking lights out of the gym in a win over the Warriors. He's been an awesome story, and the Bucks get another win, this time without Giannis, though, with a 4-1 start to the season. I'm pretty fired up about this team, man.
I think
Cole Anthony's been awesome. Go ahead, Will.
I was just going to say, I think KPJ can kiss his starting spot goodbye.
I think he might be onto something there.
Right.
And he's a good depth piece. Like, I like what KPJ brings to this team.
Off the bench, he'd be phenomenal. Definitely somebody they need in their
Part of
rotation.
that second unit.
when was the last time KPJ had a game like Ryan Rollins just had?
Well,
March.
yeah, it'd be last season.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he ever had a 32-point game, though.
Yeah, is
I know he was in the 20s a
is
couple times.
KPJ scoring that
Even
much?
when he did, though, it did not look as dominant as Ryan Rollins did
No.
last night. Ryan Rollins, you could see there was at times where he kind of just let the offense develop on its own, and it stalled. Like, it was shot clock winding down, bad takes.
He's going to have a legitimate case for most improved player.
Yeah, and then at one point he just said, bleep it, I'll do it myself. And from then on out, the offense ran through him. It felt like other guys were just finding spots because he was just killing Curry all night. Not to mention...
You were there last night,
yes,
right? Yeah.
He was also defending Steph Curry the entire night. And for most of the first half, he did not score on Ryan Rollins.
Esteemed member of the media, Will Sommers.
Yes.
Big Money Summers.
This is Big J stuff. Are you going to be our official Bucks Big J of the show?
I mean, I can be, since I'm just, like this, again, the Swiss Army knife.
Mm-hmm. People say that often.
James the Postman, I haven't been this excited for a Bucks team in years. And don't you think for a second that Giannis isn't noticing the potential of this young team as well? Do you mean is noticing the potential? I think he notices it.
Kevin Porter Jr.'s best game last season was 28.
Okay.
28 and 5 assists.
Yeah, Rollins was out of this world last night.
I mean, he's a legitimate two-man for them. Like, he is their legitimate second scorer. And I know it's very early in the season, but if he keeps up this pace, I think he better impacts his team than Damian Lillard did.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he was
Not a super high bar, I guess.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean,
given the expectations and the hopes of Dame, that's a bold claim 5 games into the season.
If you just look at the scoring, yeah, Dame's got him. But if you look at the way the offense runs through Ryan Rollins, and not to mention Cole Anthony, who are prolific passers, not just great shooters and great scorers, but can pass the ball, play exceptional defense, I think all around they impact the Bucks more than Damian Lillard did.
Here's the thing. If Ryan Rollins ends up being this like found gem, he's 23 years old and is like an actual person we're talking about, like all-star game level potential player, that locks in Giannis and it opens up opportunity to...
I just want to go back to something real quick, though, that Will said. And he's like, Rollins is a legit number 2 scoring option, which isn't necessarily false.
I said at the pace he's going.
Right. But I think the makeup and the construction of this team is important to acknowledge, that stuff like this is happening so early in the season. Now, Rollins obviously has about a half a year established within the system due to his tenure last year, but this is a different look team, right, with the Miles Turners of the world. Kuzma's actually looked pretty solid through these first 5 games. I know a lot of Bucks fans didn't have super high hopes for him entering the season. He's looked good. Cole Anthony, to your point, has been awesome off the bench for this team. Gary Trent has had his moments. There are so many different options on who can be the number 2 scorer behind Giannis on any given night. And now, again, I agree with you. Rollins could look to be the most consistent option behind Giannis. But you've probably got 5 or 6 guys, maybe even 7 guys, where you could make a legitimate case of, oh, he was the second leading scorer that night. That makes sense, which is a good makeup. It's reminiscent a little bit of the Pacers, a team that has knocked the Bucks out of the playoffs each of the last 2 years. They're younger, they're faster, and they're deeper than they've been in prior seasons, despite some injuries here early in the season, which is a good sign.
I think it's a little different than saying, like, oh, you never know which wide receiver is going to have the most amount of yards. I think in the NBA, having an established go-to guy is really important.
Well, they have an established go-to guy. His name is Giannis.
No, I mean behind that guy.
Like you mentioned that somebody else could be the second leading scorer. And yeah, like Gary Trent Jr. might score 30 a game or one game. But consistently, he's not going to do that. Yeah. Consistently, he's going to be around 10 points. So if Ryan Rollins could be this guy that's consistently putting up 20, and I do love Miles Turner, but I don't think he's the second scoring option on this team. If you watch him play, he's the type of guy where he's just always in the right place at the right time. He's never going to take over a game like Ryan Rollins did last night.
But defensively, he's awesome.
But that's all you want in a third option from Miles Turner, is a guy that's open in the corner for threes and finding himself in good spots for offensive rebounds.
The situation you want, and it's unfortunate it had to go this way, but people age and get injured, is you want a Chris Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
And those are very difficult to come by. They're very expensive usually to find on the free agent market. But if you have a homegrown one, or one that came for very cheap, and you're able to keep that guy around and establish some sort of role for him where he's actually scoring and there's no guessing or who's the hot hand. It's we go Giannis, and then we go Rollins, and then that's a totally different game, because that's how it was when Giannis and Chris were here and they were playing so well.
Yeah. No, you're right about that.
I think a clear hierarchy is important for major successful teams.
Yeah, I agree. So we will see. They got the Kings tomorrow at Fiserv Forum before kicking back up next week. But to tip off the month of November, it is my guy Russell Westbrook coming to town with the 1-4 Sacramento Kings. I love Russell Westbrook. That's my dude.
Westbrook.
Yeah. I mean, he's like their 6th leading scorer, I think, this year through 5 games.
There is no singular athlete more relevant that's been discussed more on this program than Russell Westbrook.
Oh, that's not true at all.
So true. So true.
More irrelevant?
To what we're doing here.
If we
I'm sure there's athletes that have been mentioned more.
If we don't limit it to athletes, Jordan
Hudson.
Russell Westbrook gets brought up like 40 times a year on this program, and it's never.
Well, it's my favorite player. What's wrong with that?
Because he doesn't move the needle here for anything.
Yeah, but I didn't say I'm not analyzing his game.
You just anytime you can bring up Russell Westbrook,
I will do it because he's my favorite player.
There was like maybe a week he was semi-relevant because there was
the Bucks might
tiny
maybe go get him.
rumor.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right, Will, what'd you learn?
I don't have any words. Sorry, I was way too caught up in that Ryan Rollins discussion. I learned that Ryan Rollins is him.
I'm fine with that.
Sorry.
I'm fine with that. 6-7. Did we discuss that being the word of the year, or did that happen after our program?
Extensively.
Okay.
We did a whole segment on
You're
it.
right. You're right. We did.
Hello.
That's what you learned.
That's what I learned. We did a whole segment on something I forgot about. I was seeing red that whole day.
Remember,
You're a Bulls fan?
Remember,
was
you
dumb.
asked, "Do you know what the word is?" And then I gave the perfect diagnosis. They usually pick
That's right.
something that's mean.
Yeah. Okay, fine. We're done. All right. Enjoy Packers Panthers. I'll talk to you on Green Bay
How
game
often
day.
do you think he's listening to
Beginning
us?
at 9
Will?
a.m. I listen extensively.
There's a couple times where you'll say something and be like, where he's just recalibrating, where he's definitely listening, but he just wasn't ready to respond.
He was hearing, not listening.
Do you guys discuss this in your group chat behind my back too?
No.
No.
Because it's not a group chat. If it's
This
just
is
the
also
two of you.
this is also the first time, and it's because it was a follow-up, because I said Strouf is tired today.
Yeah, and the initial one was
What interaction do we have that I seem tired?
Where I said, I'm dressed as you for Halloween. You said, I don't have white shoes. And I said, you're wearing white shoes right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. See, you were out of it.
I am wearing white shoes. That
I
was
don't have white shoes.
That wasn't crabby though. That was a
No,
misdiagnosis.
I just said you just seem tired.
All right, we're done here.
But you also said you don't have.
We'll talk to you on
them, but you were
Monday.
wearing them.
I also declared you were back, so I don't want any more backlash.
12:30 Central, ESPN Madison, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, the ESPN Wisconsin app, Apple Podcast, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Just search Mr. Irrelevant. Will be the first result that pops up. I'm mad at both of you, but I'll get over it because I'm not a crabby guy, okay?
Come on.
I'll talk to you on Monday. Peace.
Happy Halloween.